Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Santorini, in which you try to build a tower up to the 3rd level, and then place your worker on it, or your builder on it. And there's more to it than that. Some of these you can win by making it so that your opponent can't move anywhere. There are special powers that can take your opponents off the board or give you alternate win conditions. And it's an abstract. It just goes back and forth between the players. There's a team version, which I love. So there's, it goes 2, 3, and 4. But I've never played 3. I've only done 2 and 4.
Is it 1 versus 2?
No, I think it's 1 versus 1 versus 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like once one person dies, it goes to 2 versus 2. Or sorry, 1 versus 1. Anyway, we've only done 2 players, and then the 2-on-2 variant, which I think is great. A lot of people, I think, dislike those type of variants. I thought those are awesome. Well, let's just go into simplicity versus complexity.
This game is simple enough. The rules are you can move in any direction 1 space, and then you can build.
You have to build.
You have to build.
You have to move.
If you can't build or move, you lose the game. Right? If you can't build, you lose?
I think if you can't build, you're fine. If you can't move, you're done skis.
You can't build, but
great.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be like, people are like, why are we even listening to these two? They don't even know the rules.
I know the rules.
When I play it, I feel like it's very intuitive.
Yeah, so that's the rules, right? You move and you build, and that's it. And if you've ended on the top, you win. And so you can only move up 1 level at a time, right? I can't just go, this is a level 2, and my guy's right here. I can't go from here to here. That's 2 levels. I can't do that. I have to have a stepping stone in the middle, which makes getting to a level 3 complicated because you can also block. If there's a dome on the top, you can't go there. So if Tom was on his way up here, I could just go here and build there. So everything's adjacent. You move anywhere adjacent, and that's orthogonal or diagonal. And same thing with building. You build orthogonal or diagonal. Now the complication comes in with powers, and I'll let Tom explain.
Exactly.
Those powers.
The complexity of this game is that the powers, everybody takes 1 god card. We got Apollo here, and it looks like this one switches. You can change places with somebody if it was a legal movement with your opponent. Whereas this one is Pan, and if he jumps off at least a level 2 structure, wins the game. It's like, wow, that's suddenly a lot different than what Molly just explained.
He jumps off?
Yeah. A level 2, he wins the game. And so it's a simple to game, but then, or it's a simple to understand game, but then once you get into these god powers and start playing it, and maybe doing it random, maybe choosing, maybe have somebody choose 2, and then the other person picks theirs first, it can get nuts. Let's talk luck versus strategy.
Wow, so this game is an abstract game, so there's a lot of strategy to start with. A lot of strategy. Just how are you going to follow your opponent, and how are you going to just be defense all the time? You can try to do offense. So I think most of it is strategy. And then you throw in these powers, and I'm just looking at Athena here. Athena says, I'm Athena, if I move up on my turn, so I go from here to here, my opponent cannot move up. What? So the power cards change the strategy. They add some luck, but every power is amazing, but it's all different. And so it changes the strategy, but it's still super strategic. There's very strategy heavy in this game. There's minimal amount of luck, and that's what you need to know going in. That's what kind of game it is.
Rules as written, 1 person, the challenger, chooses, for playing this 2-player game, I choose 2 of these, and then Molly picks 1. So not any kind of real luck in this game. Everything's determined from the outset. It's time to go. It's like an abstract. It makes me think of like checkers. Is there luck in checkers? I don't know, maybe who goes first, but this very faithful to the abstract genre in that there isn't a ton of luck here, and I think that's great for this type of game. I think that the balance of strategy is exactly what I want when I pick up this type of game. Fun versus boring. This game is the best. I love this game. I'm always trying to get this game played. I love playing it with 4 players. I love playing it with 2 players. And I've had games that went for like 5 minutes, and I've had games that went for, Mark and I, we played for like an hour. Like you went to bed, and Mark and I were like, we're just gonna keep going, and it took forever. We had the whole board filled up, and our powers were really interactive one with another. And even when they're not interactive, it's still so much fun because your powers maybe don't complement each other, but they're forcing your opponent to think about something other than just getting to that 3rd level or fulfilling their alternate win condition. what is it about abstracts that I love so much these days when before you wouldn't have thought that I would have said any of this?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I dig this game. I really enjoy all of the god powers and trying to play them all. I want to play them all and do the rounds where when one loses, it's out, and then the next one keeps going till it loses. It would take a long time to do that, but talk about worth it.
This game is a challenge for me. I feel like I'm very bad at it. I feel like abstract games are not my type of game that I'm good at. I definitely have a game type I'm good at, and that's dexterity. I am not all dexterity, but speed dexterity I'm pretty good at. Abstract is on the opposite end of the spectrum. So when we play teams, like Tom's like, I love playing teams. I always feel bad for my teammate. I'm like, I'm going to bring us down. But I do enjoy myself when I play it. And it is fun. It is fun to try to figure out. And these powers make it trippy. I was going to say try to figure out how to win, how to get to that third level. Because then I thought about these powers. Like this one is an alternate win condition. I think you have to have 5 domes total. You don't have to build it. It has to be 5 domes. So you're just racing to do the 3 so that your opponent helps you win by building the domes, thinking he's blocking. So that changes the whole strategy. I do enjoy the powers being super crazy and making you think completely different about the game.
Board Game Geek rating, instant
6.
10 out of 10 for me. First time I played to the last time I played. I'm going to keep on going with that 10.
Maybe 6.5. Solid game.
Maybe 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Santorini, we presented the evidence.
You be the judge.